Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is video 3. I clearly forgot to charge my microphone, so I'm doing a voiceover of my round here instead. So what I'm doing here is our ROK League round. So we have week 1 going here at Rochester Golf and Country Club. So I'm going to hit my first drive here. Missed this one a little bit, but you're going to see it's going to work out pretty well down the fairway. Alright, so as we move into the next shot, I got about 50 yards. I kind of opened the face here on this one a little bit. Really trying to spin it. I felt like it was going to kind of bounce forward pretty good, being uphill, and just kind of spun on me pretty good there at the last second. So one thing we do a little bit different here in our league is that we do virtual putting. So outside 12 feet, you do have to putt. But once you get inside that circle, you're in for the one putt after that. So putting's a little bit more difficult here, a little bit in the virtual lands, as you can see after that first putt. Here on the next drive, another good drive, working out pretty well. Down the middle, missed it on the face just a little bit there. Kind of a lower ball speed for myself, but in the fairway, so we'll take it. I think this leaves us about 66 yards here. So again, almost pretty similar to the same shot I hit on the last hole. I'm just not going to open up the face. And here, I thought this one was going to be really good. I was expecting a little bit bigger of a bounce, and definitely wasn't expecting that much spin coming back. So now a little tricky chip here as far as this. Just trying to get in the circle, maybe chipping in, but we make another par and kind of move on here. On to the third hole. Here I'm hitting an 8-iron. Really trying to swing it in there, just let the face pretty much square. But had the right distance, I think. Just like I said, let that face a little open. I was trying to get that probably a little bit showing about -2 if we want to look at the metric. So a little chip here, kind of running away from me. These are a little bit delicate. Take a little time to get used to in here. You really just focus on really good contact and get that ball rolling down there. So we're in the circle, on to the next hole here. Now we got a par 5, first one on the 9 here. Really trying to cut the corner here and get this moving left. And as I hit it, I see this big hill. So if I got this thing just to turn a little bit more, it could have worked out really well. But just going to kind of roll into the rough, which was kind of the theme off the tee today. In our next shot here, I'm really just trying to run like a low 3-iron up the hill. I knew it was going to cut right off that lie there. I was a little scared here about that bunker there for a second, but it did cut for me and rolled up there pretty nicely. Just out of the circle for the eagle, but just off the green for a chance to even chip it in for an eagle. Here's a chip, and didn't even give it a chance there. So it's a little scratch of the head. Not the shot we wanted. Here we go, par 3. This one I kind of went back and forth with, trying to maybe nuke an 8-iron. Decided to go with more of just a cut 7-iron here and pulled it off just a little bit off the start, but ended up in a pretty good spot here. So let's go ahead and just pretty much guarantee a little 2-putt here probably. A little closer though, but kept it in the circle. We're just trying to get better at that putting here in the virtual land. All right, next to another par 5 now, and here we go. This one's a good tee. Actually got the face working a little bit too left here on this one. But it's going to go in there and again, right into that rough there. So you really want to be in the fairway in these par 5s. It makes a pretty big difference in that power. So you only get 90% power again here. All right, so we're taking a 3-iron out of the rough here. I was trying to kind of cut it off the bunker, but pulled it off the start, so we kind of put it into the bunker there on that second shot. So here we're just trying to get it into the circle, get our birdie, kind of move on. Pretty straightforward chip here. Even out of the bunkers, you're playing it more like a pitch shot. You're not trying to actually hit an actual bunker shot here. So you won't get very far trying to do that. All right, here we got a par 4, kind of reachable. I'm going to really go after this one, trying to see if I can get this one on the green. Man, it looked good the entire way. Thought I was going to do it, and then I went down the bunker. Now, when I got to this shot, definitely wasn't a spot I'd want to put this in real life. It'd be a very difficult shot. So here, just opened up my 58 and just swung as hard as I could, really. Almost got in the circle, but kind of got a lot of that spin out of there. So 15-footer. One of the different things I've been doing with my putting here is I'm not aiming on the TrackMan. I'm more just aiming in the bay. And what do you know? I made a putt. Unbelievable. Probably the first putt I've made in virtual land over 10 feet. All right, here we go on the eighth. Here, just trying to play smart, um, which is great. You know, a little 3-iron in the fairway, but we're just gonna go ahead and swing about 8 degrees left here and slice over into behind the tree. So this is where I didn't really know where to aim. So I didn't know if that tree was gonna be in play or not. So I'm gonna go with the high cutting pitching wedge here, and I just to shut the face down, hit a terrible shot. But at the end of the day, not in a bad spot to leave it to try and get up and down for par. So about to hit the chip here. Um, didn't hit this one quite as good, so it came up a little short, and I wanted to land it. And sure enough, didn't even get into the 12-foot circles. How bad it was. So we're gonna try and make a putt now for par. Pretty big slinger up the hill. Really just trying to again go with this new method and see how it worked. And I got within 6 inches, so that was a plus there. All right, final hole here, number 9. See a little fairway down there in the middle. Just really just trying to get into that little section there. So I hit this. I thought it was going to be perfect. I was going to be right in the middle of it, and sure enough, we drive it right through it. So on the upslope in the rough here, kind of ball a little bit below my feet. So I aimed a little left here, and then also added my pull, which is always a great feel. And so we miss it into the bunker, which leaves us with a very difficult up and down, especially in this virtual land. These are probably some of the hardest shots to hit. So really just trying to get it up and down as quick as I can. And this one just rolls out of the circle here. So we got to try and make a putt here to save par. And we're kind of aiming out to the right. We're going to hit it. And I think we found something here with the putting. So looking forward to that. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.